ahead to the game between Fiji and Scotland.
Wyn Griffith, thanks very much. And yeah, the final game here on day one of the Emirates Airlines Glasgow 7's. Well, would you believe it? 889 points have been scored, 141 tries. There's more to come because Fiji will take on Scotland. And for Scotland, Scott Riddell will lead out the team wearing that #1 jersey. But Colin Gregor, he's in touching distance of becoming the third all-time point scorer on the 7's World Series. For Fiji, well, there's been a few changes for this team. Talinga comes in to start wearing that #6 jersey, and Isaki Potonibao will captain the team for Fiji.
There's some love in the arena for Fiji. Julia Reno here supporting Scotland.
So Asia Kalina-Sao on the right will read out the Fijians. On the left is Scott Riddell, Scotland's captain.
So far for Scotland, let's make it.
Well, a crucial game for both teams. The winners will take on South Africa. The losers will take on New Zealand. Well, these two teams have met on 36 occasions. Fiji have won 30 times. Scotland have won 6. Scotland last won in Wellington in February 13 by 14 points to 12. They also put 31 points over Fiji away back in May 2010 at Murrayfield. Our referee in the middle, Federico Anselmi from Argentina, and the big crowd that have stayed right to the end will witness some great rugby against one of the most favourite nations in world rugby in terms of 7's. That's the Fijians against the inventors of the game, that's Scotland. So Fiji really geared up for this one. Colin Gregor will kick off. It's a low one to Mark Robertson. Mark Robertson takes it on the fly. Nathavu to Christine. Christine spills ball, and look how quick the Fijians are up to punish the Scottish mistake. Christine. And Scotland starting with a flourish. Here's James Fleming. Fleming wrapped up in the tackle of Apasi Domalai. And in goes Simi Kunatani. Scotland have retained possession well, though. And an offside decision on this Fijian side. And Scotland so often have just kicked to the corner and slowed things down. But Scott Riddell looks as though he's maybe shaping to maybe start a counter-attack here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're going to shape up for a set-piece move, but what an explosive start to the game this has been. Robertson there, so brave off the restart, leaping into it. And this Fiji defence is ferocious. These teams have got such a big game on their hands now, and they know that they need to build some momentum going into tomorrow.
Wraparound is with Christine. Christine tracked down in the tackle. Talinga with the tackle, that's Riddell. On to Robertson. Robertson thumping tackle by Potonibao. And then Joe Nathavu, he's been strong, hasn't he? The Scottish regimental soldier who's now playing rugby for Scotland in the 7's. Fijian born, wearing the blue of Scotland. The inventors of the game versus the innovators of the game.
I mean, it may well be the case, but the physicality out there is bone-shuddering. Fiji are absolutely trying to lay the law down here, and Scotland having none of it. Brilliant first couple of minutes, and can Fiji make this possession pay now?
Well, the knock-on, the tackle was good on the far outside channel. I think that was James Fleming for Scotland.
It's been great stuff. Defence is what it's all about, but there we go, seeing the hits flying in. Both teams won this last game of the day. Want to make a statement, want to make a stand before going home and getting ready for tomorrow.
Great cover tackle by James Fleming. Here he goes.
Yeah, and this is what it's all about here. You back yourself as the winger. You use the touchline as your extra defender. Great stuff from him. Understanding, great game understanding. Gets a turnover for his team.
Well, Gavin Lowe, he's at Scotland under-20s. Came through the elite player development programme, and Christine links up with Fleming. Fleming, oh, he thumps to the ground. Rasungi. Scotland retaining the possession, 17 passes completed. That one was forward, and Mark Robertson will give the possession to the Fijians.
Yeah, I'm not sure Scott Riddell there lying on the floor is too happy about that pass, because he dived desperately to get it and has caught one on the back of his head. But an interesting statement from Ben Ryan, who told us in his interview earlier that Fiji have yet to lose a single game in any of their group games so far. A record that he says is so far at the moment is one that hasn't been emulated. So they want to go through this again and keeping that record clean.
Well, there's a factor of the game. Scotland complete, noted as a passing team, and often their Achilles heel has been scoring tries on the back of that possession, but certainly much improved this season under their coach Callum McRae. Scotland putting Fiji under pressure. Samasoni, Viri, up to the 10-yard line, delivers an overhead pass there, taken by Rasungi. And then really easy on the outside. Samasoni, Viri. Too easy for the Fijians as Viri kisses the rugby ball in celebration of his first try this weekend and his 95th in the World Series career.
I mean, this man is a potent threat for Fiji. With the ball in hand, he's absolutely lethal. And there, just breaking through tackles, breaking through and just fending them off, and then guides himself all the way to the try line. Great try for Fiji. Good start.
Kalina Sal with the wide-out kick, and how good was that? Ben Ryan encouraging his team. Well, interesting again, Ben Ryan said earlier that he'd love to take on South Africa in the quarters, as that would mean he'd gain some points back on South Africa, who lead the series table. Remember, South Africa top the table at the moment on 129 points, Fiji on 125. If they were to meet in the quarters, that could claw back some vital points for this Fijian team, who are desperate to claim a title on this HSBC 7's World Series.
Well, if they go on to beat this Scottish side in front of this partisan Scottish crowd, they're going to get the opportunity to do so. And so far, you've got to say they've managed to weather the storm at the start from the Scots and just starting to settle into their game now, Fiji. I mean, and that stat there, Scotty there, 4.7 for Fiji, their strike rate from passes every single time they get the ball. They're lethal, they're really efficient with it, and they make opposition pay.
Well, the ball ricochets back into the Fijian hands, and look at this, from defence into pressure. Nasila on the wide outside, tracked down by Lowe. Wonderful support on the inside. And Jose Rasinga in for the try.
Wow, I mean, let's take a look at this offload here from the Salisala. What an offload inside his pace from the number 8. Just burns it to the try line, realises that he's not going to make it, and then starts looking for that offload, looking for support. Wonderful play from him. Great turnover from Fiji, working hard. Probably the best area of their game that's improved so much in this series. And here he goes, afterburners on, sees he's not going to get there, and then just a lovely little roll back inside. Brilliant play from them.
Well, this time the conversion's not good.
Conversion just wide. In the final 30 seconds of the first half, Fiji 12, Scotland 0.
Well, my apologies. I thought Nasir Kalina Sal was actually on the pitch, but he's been acting as a water boy. Huge restart. Look at this ball taken there. Step and go. Wonderful by Nasila. And then Semi Kunatani just making it look so simple. And when you have momentum like this in 7-a-side rugby, well, if you're giving the ball to Fiji, they'll rip you apart.
Oh, they will, and that is started and finished by that man, Kunatani, the outstanding player for Fiji all year round, all year through on this series. He's the one that leaps up high with his big paw and bats the ball back for Fiji, and then he's first on hand to go over and score the try. Great play from him.
Well, that's 7 minutes gone, and in a flash, it's Fiji 19-0 in the lead over Scotland.
It's time to welcome all the elite pro dancers for us. Let's be with us all day here. Let's welcome elite pro dancers once again.
Well, such a feature, the supporters staying to the end to cheer on their team.
We'll have a little, let's split their pods, okay? So can we go 3-3 off our kick-off? Just split a little bit and keep our jumpers either side of our kicker.
Together across the field. An attack with me 2 line breaks when we've backed ourselves. We've just got to make those little passes stick, hold our width off the back, a good front foot ball, and we'll finish those opportunities. We said it, believe in it, and we can go and do this, okay? Make the changes now. Okay.
So it's got a couple of messages coming out of this huddle here now. We just heard Callum McRae telling the Scottish side, you've got it, believe in it. 19-0 down against Fiji, big ask. However, Ben Ryan just said on the restarts, okay, they're starting to figure us out. They're putting their pods up, so let's go 3-3 either side of the kicker. Keep our jumpers in the middle, see if they follow us. If they don't, then the ball's on in the middle. If they do, then let's stick it wide and get the ball back. Really clever tactical play. Let's see if they can execute from the restart now.
Fiji! Well, they're a happy bunch, aren't they? Bringing such colour to proceedings.
Thanks very much to the elite pro dancers once again.
So we spoke about the setup here. They've gone 3-3 wide. They've kept their 2 big jumpers in the middle around their kicker. Scotland at the moment have reacted to that, responded to that, kept their pods in the middle. Do they now push it wide, Fiji, and see where they're weak?
Well, that kick is not going the required 10 metres. So Scotland through Colin Gregor. He'll just tap and go. What can Scotland do in riposte? Mark Robertson has to get the support of his captain. Scotland quite happy conceding territory to then set up their attack. James Johnston up to the 10-yard line. Gets the support of Gavin Lowe. Lowe bundled to the deck, the Glasgow Warrior. Originally played with the Glasgow Hawks this season, having previously played for Ayr. Nathavu up to the 22, but he has the ball stolen from his Guras Rusungi. Then a little step and show from up beside Domalalai. Oh, and it's just a lovely show, isn't it? Amanoni and Nasila Sila just making it look so easy. Plays for the Hideaway Hurricanes. 7's team in Nadronga. And dots down over the line.
And this Fijian side's ability to absorb pressure in defence, and then when they get the opportunity with the ball in hand, be utterly ruthless, is quite frankly breathtaking. You look at the strength and depth they have on the bench. They're resting the 2 eyes, Kolini Sau, Ruaka. They're normal starters, and yet they are absolutely dominating this game with the players they've got on the field. Fantastic strength and depth, and a brilliant ability to make teams pay if they cough the ball up.
Well, it's just that lovely show and go. It completely takes James Johnson. Gavin Lowe obviously got a knock there. He was completely out of the play. And in actual fact, he's gone off. So Russell Weir is on for Scotland, and the ball bounces favourably for this Fijian team. Samasoni Very. Rusungi just finding space in Nasila. Well, if you're going to give a Man of the Match award, you give one to him. He's been superb, hasn't he? Second try of the tie. But he's given it over to Jose Rasungi.
I mean, that Nasili Sali is absolute quality there. Such a potent threat. Normally the understudy for Kalini Sal, but taking his opportunity here to hold his hand up, say to Ben Ryan, play me, I want on the field, coach. And there, wonderful footwork again, great pace, opening up this Scottish side, who are now starting to tire, and that's always dangerous when you're chasing a game against Fiji.
Fiji in plenty of voice here and scoring plenty of points. They won 40 points to 17 over Wales, 40 points to 12 over Portugal, and they've got Scotland stuck on 0 points. What can James Johnson do as he breaks from deep? Nathavu. Pass was made there for Scotland, and Fleming sprints up the touchline, and James Fleming shows real gas to go in over the corner. And look at the delight from James Fleming. Was that a cramp or a little tear? A little bit of cramp, I think.
So much delight, he's had to sit down because of the pain in his legs. He's just obviously afterburners blew out on him there, because that is outstanding pace from Fleming. Shows why he's in this Scotland side. After Turnbull retired from this team, they lack someone with real out-and-out gas. This man has it, and they need to utilise him as much as they can.
So Colin Gregor edges closer to the points record of Uele. Lovely outside pass to Fleming.
I mean, when you've got pace, it's so good to see guys who are fast backing themselves, just going for it, running with a pin in their ears back and going for it, and that's a brilliant try from him.
Well, they've got a try on the board. There was a response. Ball just taken and plucked out the air and sprinting away. Oh, it's a tap tackle on Semi Kunatani, but the support is good from Talinga. Talinga, the recycled possession, and just the pick and go by Rasungi. And Fiji, they make it look so easy.
It makes you wonder whether it really is that easy there. Rasaki just... Kunatani for me is just an outstanding player all round, and he is the thing that makes this Fijian side tick. There, he takes it straight off the restart, then his power and pace to go through. Gets the tap tackle, awareness around him. What an offload that is, such a deft hand. They don't panic, recycle the ball. Brilliant stuff, great try.
Well, the conversion is good as well. Amanoni, Nasila, just stretching the lead out. So it'll be Fiji who will go into the quarterfinals to take on South Africa. Scotland are in the quarterfinals as well. They'll go on to take New Zealand. So two mouth-watering ties, and once again the ball just bubbling into the hands of the Fijians. Samisoni Viri, was that forward? Well, Semi Kunatani says no, and Semi Kunatani scores his second try of the tie. That's his fifth this weekend already.
I mean, there aren't enough superlatives about this man, but one thing that's going to be intriguing now is Fiji have booked their place against South Africa tomorrow in the quarter-final. That decider, which could help them really claw back. There's some series points against them if they win, is they haven't been tested in this group. They've won each game by 40-odd points. Will they, against South Africa tomorrow, face a much sterner test? And could South Africa maybe catch them cold?
Well, they know they're on TV. Well, wherever you're watching across the world, we hope you've enjoyed day one of the Glasgow 7's. Well, the last play of the game. James Johnson, Russell Weir takes the ball. Well, turnover ball, referee Federico Anselmi blows his whistle, quick tap and go by Domalila. Then the step is Ruatha. Ruatha to Domalai. Domalai to Talinga. Talinga just shows, well, he wants to stretch. Another support comes, but the interception by Nanathavu. Poor pass from Scotland. Reaches Russell Weir, but wrapped up in the tackle. Jose Rusunge for Fiji, putting Scotland under pressure. There he is, kicking the ball through, picked up by Johnson. Johnson with a pop pass, but it's fallen into Fiji's hands, and Domalai will bring down the curtain of day one here. Well, Colin Gregor's held him up. There's always something to play for in a game of sevens, and on this occasion, Scotland's captain denies Fiji a final 8th try. But it's full time. Fiji, though, showing their class over Scotland. They win by 45 points to 5. Samasoni Viriviri, who scored a try. Good to see him back in the action as Ben Ryan, the coach for Fiji, rotated his squad, leaving Pio Tuwai, Jerry Tuwai, and Asia Kalina Sa on the bench on that tie. And we've not seen much of Vitemo Ravuvu. No doubt they will be part of the action in day 2. So as we head through the competition, it's knockout rugby tomorrow on day 2. So applauses all round, a little warm down on the bikes, perhaps a little dip in a cold bath. Let's listen into Rupert Cox, who's with Scotland's captain, Colin Gregor.
Colin, obviously a tough match for you there, but you're through to the Cup quarter-finals in the morning, so a lot more to play for here at home.
That was the aim that we set ourselves coming into this tournament, beating Portugal and Wales in the first 2 games. That was massive for us. Obviously disappointing with how we went against Fiji, but they are a quality team, and if they get ball and keep ball against you, it's difficult to tackle them constantly.
And in the morning, you've got to do it all again against New Zealand. You guys up for that one as well?
Yeah, definitely. We obviously ran New Zealand close in Tokyo. We know that they've been training hard since then, but we're at home here, so expect another fantastic crowd tomorrow, and hopefully they can get behind us and we can do something special.
Marked improvement for Scotland on the series this time round. What's been the key to that for you?
I think it's helped that the squad's been together for a couple of years. We've grown together. We're a bit older and a bit wiser as a unit. New coach, new S&C guy have come in, just tweaked a few little things, which you can see it's paying dividends. Well, maybe not against Fiji, but yeah, we are having a far better season. So, and it's down to a lot of hard work from everyone involved.
Great effort today, and good luck tomorrow morning.
Cheers, thank you.
So the curtain draws down on day 1 here of the Emirates Airlines Glasgow Sevens. Let's have a look at the pools. Pool A, it's Australia and England who top the pool. They'll go into the Cup competition, and France and Russia will drop down into the bowl. In Pool B, New Zealand, well, 3 from 3, winning that really tight pool. South Africa and New Zealand will progress into the Cup. Kenya and Samoa, who played out that thrilling tie at the back end of the day, they'll drop down into the bowl competition. And then Pool C, as we've just seen, Fiji 3 from 3, scoring 45 points against Scotland to keep the pressure on. Scotland, though, through the quarterfinals, Wales and Portugal, they're the teams that will drop down to the bowl competition tomorrow morning. And then finally, Canada, who stunned the United States with a tremendous opening performance to open up today's action. Canada and USA will move into the Cup competition. Argentina, Japan, down to bowl. So let's see what the quarterfinals will bring tomorrow. First of all, the bowl quarterfinals. France will take on Japan. Japan playing for their lives because they might drop out of the Sevens World Series. Wales will take on Samoa. Samoa, we've seen much improvement. Argentina, Russia, and then finally Kenya, Portugal will see out the quarterfinals. The Cup quarterfinals will then come thick and fast on day 2. Australia will take on the United States. Fiji against South Africa, the series leaders against the chasers, and then Canada, England, and finally the host Scotland will take on New Zealand.